Last to play for us is Danny.
Hi, Danny.
It's a long walk.
I'm sorry.
It's a long walk.
I know. I'm so sorry. Hi, Danny. I'm Claudia. Lovely to meet you. Can we have a little sit here before you play?
We can. Hello.
Thank you so much for coming.
He's nervous. Nerves is good. It means it's important to him.
When did you learn to play the piano?
My grandma used to always have a piano in the house, and she would obviously play, and I would see that growing up. In high school, I used to kind of like shut myself in the music rooms every break, every lunch, and teach myself.
Were all your friends are like, come on, Danny, we're going to play football, and you were like, sorry, mate, I'm just going to go and compose something?
It was, yeah, they knew where to find me. It was nice because it was just kind of that piece for me.
Well, the biggest thing for me is the outfits. Has to be.
Outfits and the hair, I think.
The outfits and the hair. I think that's my favourite one of me and Pops.
Oh, you see, I know what I'm like, because I love to see.
Yeah, dude, you know what? It is nice, that it is nice. Some of the most fun memories I've had when I was young, probably the holidays. I remember we went to this island once and we was on the beach with my dad. My dad was, he was a lovely man, really, really larger than life character, a real joker. My dad ended up actually leaving our house quite early, so he divorced my mum, 5, 6 years old, as my best friend at the time. He told me he was leaving, he wouldn't be living with us anymore. But we made things work as any family kind of does, and it was fine for a long while, but unfortunately there were things brewing.
When I look at these pictures, you're a happy child, but look at the difference in these photographs. You can see the struggle in your face there.
This is probably 9 years old, so that was before Dad killed himself, obviously. He ended up taking his life. So for that to then come out of nowhere was a massive, massive shock, but yeah, it was tough. In the week before, he had actually called to speak to everyone in the family, and he spoke with my mum on the phone. But then when the phone was passed to me, I didn't actually answer because I was angry at the time. I was trying to show him, like, look, I'm not good, so I'm going to show you I'm not okay. But unfortunately, I didn't realise that'd be the last time I would hear his voice. So the guilt was the biggest pressure for me. At 9 years old, I'm thinking, imagine if I'd have just answered the phone. Like, imagine if I'd have spoken to him. And then this is quite soon after, what, 12, 13. And like my face there, there's nothing in there. I didn't speak to anyone. And then I started taking drugs at kind of 17. Then obviously the alcohol comes along with that, and I began to just break, basically, physically, mentally. The piano, genuinely, it's never not been there. It's been the constant through it all. And after my dad's suicide at 9, I reached this age where I had the emotions and I was aware of them, and I had no other outlet other than just writing these songs. Having a piece at the end that says everything that you want to say but couldn't say through words, that's a really powerful thing, I think. And it's interesting, the moments that have been most difficult have been the moments where I stopped writing music.
Because I fell so far beneath, I thought these heights I would never reach, and so my days turned into weeks. I was so tired from life, but I could barely sleep. But what if I found the words to speak and put down all this pain? Maybe I'd find a life worth living is calling out my name. But what if I've learned I'm tired of running from what I can't escape? Maybe I could paint the sky from these tears I've cried. Maybe I could learn to live. Maybe I could learn to live. Maybe I could learn to live.
And then there was Danny.
Maybe I could paint the sky from these tears I've cried. Maybe I could paint the sky. What if I learn I'm tired of running from what I can't escape? Maybe I can paint the sky from these tears I've cried. maybe I could learn to live.
Very nice harmony.
Thank you.
You're so good. They loved it. It was a knockout. Thank you. I'll see you again. I love the tone of your voice.
It's been, I'm a bit nervous, so it's not as good as it is usually, but
I thought it was fantastic.
did you? Thank you very much.
What I like about this song is that there's nothing about it that felt contrived.
Right, he's making very complicated stuff.
Yeah.
He's always trying something not like what you're expecting him to do. He made a lot of harmony to fit the lyrics, and every note has a meaning. And also, he plays the piano very well.
I've lived most of my life sitting in front of a piano trying to find a way to say something with it. When I hear someone doing that and what they're saying is so real, I find it really moving and powerful, and I think that he has enormous potential.
My name is Fiona Ann Bennett, and I live in Newbury in Berkshire. Hello, I'm Fiona.
Oh, hello, Fiona.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming. Love your shoes. They're exceptional.
Thank you.
Tell me about you and how the piano fits in.
I can't remember a time I didn't play the piano. I took some time out from the piano when my son was diagnosed with autism. One night, Zachary said, "Mummy, can you play the piano for me while I'm going to sleep?" I said, "What, instead of Ollie Murs?"
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Pardon?
You know, you got a temperature. No, he said, "I like your music," and he's brutally honest.
Yeah.
He once told me I look like a sumo wrestler. And he wanted me to play the piano for him as he was going to sleep, so I thought, I'm onto something here.
To put her autistic son to sleep.
It's wonderful. I have a few students who's having autism. It really helps, big time.
Zachary was born in 2002, and when he was about 18 months old, my mum noticed that he didn't respond in the same way as Dominic had at that age. Music would come on and he'd smile, and then the music would stop and he'd stop smiling. We eventually got his diagnosis when he was 4, and it was autism. It was a horrible, horrible day, absolutely devastating. I was 44. I was still gigging, and I thought, I can't carry on doing this and do what I need to do for Zachary. So I sold all my band equipment, and I was just mum. The years have flown by. He's 20 now. He is at university, oh wow, on his creative writing course. Zachary, do you remember my piece, The Landscape? I am so impressed that my children...
They do pay attention.
They do pay attention.
It's a song, this one? Da, da, da.
No, it's hers.
Her own piece. Wow. It's so beautiful. This piece is really comforting my heart. And it's like kind of touching me. You know? It's like, it's all right. Da, da,
She's
da,
mama.
Da, 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 you know.
You would never know the world that was in that woman, the world that is in her head. There's something really beautiful about that. So, it's the contrast between the person, the personality, and just the motivation for playing and the actual piece.
I find there's love, you know, behind the melody. Totally love. It's beautiful. She got his heart. Yeah, I can see that. You got very emotional for the first
That's
time.
just really, really beautiful.
That was so beautiful. Oh, thank you. It was beautiful. Look at all these people. Yeah.
She's what this is all
You
about.
want her in festival hall?
Maybe, yeah. What is the piano? What's it for? If she doesn't describe what the piano's for...
We can't do it.
My name is Jared, I'm 21 and I live in Kent.
Hello, how are you?
Lovely to meet you.
I'm Claudia, lovely
Nice
to meet you.
My
Have a
name's Jared.
seat.
Jared.
You're self-taught, is that true?
I am indeed, yes.
And what made you want to learn?
At the start of lockdown 2020, I saw a video of someone playing on that piano right over there and I fell in love.
Did you?
I did indeed.
Like hard?
Yeah,
you know,
no,
like
seriously.
that kind of falling in love.
100%, yeah.
What does he do in his normal life?
I work as a truck mechanic and I like it a lot because it's such a hands-on job. I've never been into music at all. I've never had any past experience with instruments. I never really listened to any music. Even when I'm driving in a car, I used to turn off the radio. The start of lockdown, I bought my first keyboard. Didn't know how to use it or whatever, didn't know anything, and I've just watched other people play on YouTube. I feel like it works hand in hand, the trucks to piano and piano to trucks. Playing the piano, I've built hand strength to work on trucks, but I also think working on trucks improved my hand strength as well to play on piano.
You brought Josh. He's
Yes.
known you forever.
Yeah.
Was he surprised when you turned around and you went, in lockdown, some people made banana bread. I've learned how to play a whole instrument.
Yeah, no, you could say so, yeah, of course, yeah.
I'm going to get out the way.
Yep.
Enormous luck.
21-year-old truck mechanic, and now he's here.
Yeah.
Wow! Look the facial. You certainly get the people's tension. Look, you certainly get that.
Da-da-dee,
Ba-da-ba-dee,
da-da-dee.
Look at that. It's amazing.
From YouTube.
Amazing.
For somebody who's only been playing for 1 year, that autonomy of the bass line,
It's always there.
while the riffing that happens on top and the crunching of those chords that comes from the right hand is really impressive.
Even as a professional, to maintain this power, to play like this, he's so strong. He's like,
Yeah.
good start. Very good start. We have a good pianist.
Jared! Stop it! Absolutely knockout. Come
Thank
with
you very
me.
much, appreciate it.
Jared, well done. I can't believe you are self-taught and only since lockdown. You are ridiculous. Off you go. Thank you so much.
This type of playing within 1 year, I can't.
His brain is made to do it.
Yeah.
You take somebody with that speed of learning and you say to them, you're going to go on that stage at the Royal Festival Hall. You change his life. Imagine if Jared had had somebody teaching him how to play from the age of 5.
Oh my God.
I'm Arron Freeman. I'm a bricklayer from Manchester. I used to be a drummer when I was younger. Never had piano lessons and I've never been taught how to play a piano, so everything I play on piano is what I've wrote or what I've made up.
Untitled by Arron.
It's composed by himself.
I sort of write with day-to-day scenes in my head, so it's almost like film music conveys different emotions and pictures in my head that I've managed to like try and portray the best I can onto the ivories. If you can depict any kind of emotion you really want for a piano, happy, sadness, grief, whatever, it does a lot to the soul to be able to ignore everything. Nothing in your life, nothing in the room matters. You're just looking at your hands and getting lost in what you're playing, and it does a lot for me, piano, for getting them kind of emotions out.
Would you ever guess, if you're walking by in the train station, that this is a bricklayer playing this kind of atmospheric, moving music?
It's not real melody, but it's more like waves or like a sound bites. This is like just pure come from his heart without any polish.
Yeah, there is no polish, exactly.
It's beautiful, actually.
Yeah. You give a guy like this lessons, you know, harmony lessons and composition lessons, and in like 3 months, the depth of feel, like this is how deep really, the painting is now, it would be like that.
Right. Absolutely.
Platform 15B. It was Japanese culture that inspired our next performer to take up the piano.
My name's Melissa Walker, I'm 18 and I've only been playing for 4 years. Anime is basically Japanese cartoon. I watched this anime called Piano no Mori and that inspired me, and that's the first time I heard like classical piano, and I was like, in the 6-week holiday of that year, I was like, I'm going to learn piano. I self-taught myself how to play Chopin's Minute Waltz. That was the first ever classical piece I've ever played. And then I was at a family gathering and they heard me play, and they were like, she's definitely had lessons, she's probably been playing for ages, but no, I'd only been playing for about 4 months.
Hi, Melissa. How are you?
I'm really good. Nice to meet you.
I'm Claudia.
Nice
Melissa.
To meet you. So I cannot believe this. Most people take how many years to get to grade 8?
About 10 years.
And how quickly did you do it?
I did it in 4 years.
Congratulations.
Oh, wow.
I love this.
Wow.
Do you have piano heroes?
Like Lang Lang.
Wow. Thank you.
And what are you going to play for us today?
I'm going to be playing my original composition called Hope.
Wow, original.
Good luck, Tom.
Thank you. What I'll be playing today is the first composition I've ever made.
I like those open chords.
That's a nice change.
Yeah. Oh, dramatic.
Absolutely amazing.
It's funny because watching these, sometimes I feel like I want to talk or I want to comment. With her, I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to say anything. I just wanted to see
where she was going because she felt slightly different and quite delicate, and I didn't want to mess it up.
Yes.
I didn't want to get in the way of it.
And I like the piece itself. It's kind of has some kind of a heartbeat and kind of something to opens you with your mind and somehow calming down. And then, you know, this one actually, it's almost like a poetry, is the word.
You turn down the lights and you just put one light on the piano on a stage at the Royal Festival Hall. That sort of thing
should work. Yeah.
I'm a secret. That was my niece, but don't tell anybody. This is her cousin who just played.
I've never seen anything like it.
He's your grand. Congratulations. What's his name? Hayden. He's a very good sleeper.
Oh. Sorry. Back to Melissa. She was great. Did you see that baby? My ovaries just clapped.
My name is Jay Eatwell. I'm 24 years old and I live on the Isle of Wight. This is my hometown, Ventnor. There's not a lot of things to do on the island now. It's just so easy to slip into trouble. I used to sesh it all the time when I was younger. We was always going to raves, and I used to do a lot of MDMA, sort of just anything to get your hands on, really. I did a lot when I was 13, even. I watched most of my friends up their lives, and just I watched what's happened to them, and I watched what drugs do to people. I've just seen a lot of people crumble around me, like I've seen a lot of people die. So I just stopped. I stopped everything. I've just put all my energy into music, and I don't stop writing or playing. Performing is a massive natural high, and that's the drug that I would want.
Jay!
Nice to meet you.
Have a seat, darling. Thank you so much for coming. Tell me about you and the piano. When did you start learning?
I started playing when I was about 15. Every single day, I'm playing something.
What are you going to play for us today?
I'm going to play a song that I wrote. It's just about everything that sort of happened to me in the last couple of months.
I'm curious.
Okay, well, we're very grateful. Yeah. I'll get out of your
I'm
way.
putting my sunnies on for this.
Just put your shades on.
Whoa, yeah.
Were you expecting that?
No.
I guess I don't know a thing about living. Good and the bad with the heroes and the villains. I kick back with the zoo when I'm chilling. So chasing my dream, I'm not chasing no women. I got tired of the same old feeling. I run wild, pack a bag and I'm leaving. I book a flight, would I take it this evening? Man, I got tired of the sitting and dreaming. Mama always told me that you gotta have hope. Yeah, the gypsy woman said that the music's gonna blow.
He's already drawing a lot of attention.
Yeah, he's got, look.
Yeah, look.
Stay, but she hates when you're gone. Now I got all of these fans and they're singing my songs, yo. It's never wanted love, but she like my soul. It's never thought me back on an open road. Get high when I'm feeling low. Cause if you wanna ride, then we'll take it slow.
The way he's playing is not the way he looks.
Yeah, this harmony works really well. Feels like he's a little bit angry, but in a way it's not struggling.
Used to ride for, if she can lie to you, then you can lie to her. The feelings inside of you, the feelings inside of her. Someone ain't right for you, then it ain't right for her. I nearly died for you, see, I nearly died for her. Someone you lie me to, no need to hide for her. Know that you want
Listen to the melody in the piano.
Have me singing all your praises.
And he puts it back in exactly where he needs to.
It's like a bird up in the cages, can never be free, had it written on some papers. Yeah, see, I've been trying to keep my head strong, trying to keep my balance, anything you wanna get wrong. So now you got us packing your luggage. Looks that you're really gonna leave us worried. Couldn't sleep with one eye open, my tears through the rain when they're finally spoken. Man, I lost a lot of friends to the ocean. Started off mad in the end, they're all joking. But she takes a fire with me. 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 Yo.
Well done. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's all good.
Look, they all stayed for you. They didn't stay for many people.
Nah, thank you.
You see?
No, it's good, yeah.
Well done, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How do you define that genre?
No idea.
No idea?
No idea. What is this? You know, it's like...
Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is that it's all underpinned by the piano. There's nothing else. There's no beats. There's not
nothing.
Even the melody is mostly coming from the piano.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I was waiting to hear. Using the piano as this kind of like power source to tell their story in their own style, in their own way, in an unusual setting. That is interesting.
This is a unique experience.
I think that was sick, to be fair.
I'm going to adopt him.
At Birmingham New Street Station, Lang Lang and MIKA are still searching for a final pianist to perform at the Royal Festival Hall.
Wherever I go past the station and there's a piano, I'll literally get off and play the piano. It's never me performing, it's literally me practicing. It's like someone who plays football. You see a football, you're going to kick it. I see a piano, I'm going to play it.
Running like she's running from the police, and running like she's running for a trophy. But a queen's always got a crown on her head.
I'm performing one of my own songs called Walking Running. I'd say I love ballads the most. It's what I sort of grew up wanting to do, and I sort of grew up singing love songs quite a lot. So I do love the slow, mellow sound.
This girl's all over me, and she keeps running through my mind, And I wanna be everything you've wanted from me, and I wanna hold my baby till she's old, and I wanna stay with this girl to the next day, and she keeps running through my mind,
Nice change. Good harmonic changes.
Yeah. It's more like a meditation. He's searching something to get him feel better or something.
Kind of flow of consciousness.
Yeah.
I actually like it.